the snow and cold. We've got it nice and warm. In here you find both young and old, seeking shelter from the storm. It's the spirit of the season to open up the door. It's the spirit of the season to give and love some more. It's the spirit of the season to lend a helping hand. It's the spirit of Christmas season. Let's spread it across the land.
Hi everyone, welcome to Vlogmas Day 22. Welcome to Little Bitty Christmas Eve Day, which is a lot of name for just one day, especially considering that it is the shortest day of the year. But it is what it is. Tonight is Little Bitty Christmas Eve, so this must be Little Bitty Christmas Eve's Day. I am not completely sure that Little Bitty Christmas Eve is a thing in every family. I know that Little Christmas Eve, that's definitely a thing. Little Bitty could be our thing, but it's a thing for us. We have traditions, of course we do. We always go to our friend Anne, who lives here on the farm with us, and she will make us wonderful sandwiches, and she will make us riesengröll, and we will have a great time there. We had a late night last night and an early morning, but this time at least we have something to show for it. Today we have been cooking and baking and making all of the Christmas treats. We have been setting everything up, getting stuff ready so that tomorrow it's going to be easy for us to just set the table, trim the tree, and yeah, be ready to go. Last night I did a lot of knitting and crochet. Someone wants to be on camera. So I finished Peter's hat. I wrapped it, but on Christmas Eve, I promise I will get some video of him wearing it. I do think it's gonna fit him. Please let it fit him, please. Because this one is too big for me. I can't wear that, so I'm hoping. Also, I worked on my crochet blanket, and I need your advice again. Yesterday's Vlogmas was really late coming out. I have no idea what happened. I thought I asked YouTube to post it at 2 p.m. but clearly I didn't. I saw it this morning as I got up, and I then posted it manually. But in yesterday's Vlogmas, I asked you about the border that I was planning for the blanket. I was planning to do like a unicolor border all around the blanket, but I was starting to second guess myself. I'm not sure that border is going to be necessary, and I can see that some of you agrees with me, so I'll just leave the blanket as it is, no border. Today I'm going to ask you if you agree with me that the blanket is done. I'll just show you. So now it's hitting the floor. So it's right. That was a nice shot. Let me go back a bit. And then now it's hitting the floor. So it's a little bit taller than me. I don't think it needs to be any bigger. I think this is going to be a perfect cozy blanket to curl up in. What do you think? Miss. What do you think? Is it big enough? I really think it is. I don't know. I'm not done doing granny stripes. I have hair in my face. I'm not done doing granny stripes. I'm really not. I don't want to finish the blanket, but also I don't want to end up with a blanket that is way too large and just bulky and annoying, and where the proportions are off. That's also a concern because it's not a very wide blanket. So I don't want the proportions to be completely off. What I am contemplating doing is casting on for another one. This one has taken a large chunk of my dark DK and fingering weight scraps, but I still have loads of white, light gray, all those lighter, lighter, but still muted, dusty colors. So maybe I should just cast on for another one and just have one going at all times, because it has been so pleasurable. Let me know what you think. Should I continue working on my existing blanket, or should I just go ahead and cast on another one? Working on this blanket and on my hyacinth, and then just having a few smaller projects on the side for almost a full month has actually showed me something. It has showed me that I should slow my roll when it comes to knitting. I don't have to knit sweaters all of the time. I don't have to work on designs all of the time. I can just relax with my knitting, my crocheting, just enjoy it. I hope I will be able to slow my roll. I'm not always so very disciplined when it comes to work or when it comes to knitting, which is much of the same. But what I really wish for myself, what I want to give myself for Christmas, is a slower pace in my knitting. Taking the time to just enjoy crocheting on a blanket with no rhyme or reason, just because it's nice to sit and work granny stripes. Sorry for the interruption. Peter just called and I thought I'd better pick up since he went to get some groceries that we still need. So yeah, good thing I did pick up. I want to show you what I'm wearing because this is a cardigan that it's a COVID knit. It's definitely a COVID knit. During COVID, when we needed to go to Texas to visit our son, we had to quarantine in Dubai for 2 weeks before going over to the US. And I knit this one in one of those quarantine times in Dubai. And I have not really been wearing it a lot, which is weird because wearing it today, I am loving it. It is, yeah, you can see today I have tucked it in. There's a lot of extra fabric on the back, which means that when I don't tuck it in, it's a very loose, relaxed cardigan. It is knit following, not the pattern, being inspired by the way my grandmother made her bed jackets. My grandmother would always knit these adorable little bed jackets that she would wear when she was sitting in bed reading. And there is one in particular that I really remember. She knit that one out of the purest white Angora yarn. She had Angora rabbits herself, and probably someone had spun it up for her. I don't know the story about the yarn. I just remember the feel. I was fascinated. And it was really simple. She was showing me because I was like, I want to do that. She would just knit a sleeve, then she would knit the back, knit another sleeve, basically a long square. Then she would seam the sleeves, and then she would pick up stitches all the way around and make a long ribbing, like a really long ribbing that she would fold over here and just have laying down her back. I have made a lot of changes to this because it does not give a perfect fit, especially not for a garment that you want to wear out and about and doing other stuff than just sitting and reading in bed. So this one is full of decreases, increases, short rows, all sorts of shaping to make it into a practical cardigan. And it is, and I have no idea why I haven't worn it more. Maybe because of the whole COVID and quarantining and just a lot of memories in it, but they have become fond memories, and for sure I love the cardigan. Also, I wanna open my advents, but I just saw Peter arriving, so I think I'm gonna hold out on that until we have him inside so that I can sit quietly and open them with you. I am ready to open my advents, and I am gonna start with Dragonheart yarn and Yarn Cafe Creations, day 22. This is a Dragonheart yarn day. Let's see what we have. Wow. Just look at this. This, I can see it looks much brighter on the screen than it does in real life, which is kind of strange because the light is actually pretty good here. But there you go. It's beautiful, for sure. And this is, what? Not wearing my glasses. I'm gonna go like this and hope that you can see for yourself what is the colorway name of this one. It's beautiful. It really is. Yeah, this is a much better representation when I bring it back here. Beautiful. Okay, Cami Jo Knits, day 22. Still very excited to see what happens in this advent, because I know I will be working with it again at some point next year. Oh, we're going very light now. Oh, a dusty pink. This is so pretty. Oh, beautiful. I love how soft and gentle this color is. And then you have these surprise speckles here and there. I really love that. And finally, to Pia from Pia. Wonder if this is gonna go into my blanket or if it's gonna go into another blanket. This is more of the, we've had this once before. This is Malabrigo sock, which is a yarn that I don't particularly care for. I knit a sweater in it. One of my chicken knit sweaters has this as the main color, and the color is beautiful. But I don't like the touch of the yarn. It feels a little plasticky. It is 100% wool, even though it's called Malabrigo sock. It does not have any nylon content. So it must just be the superwash treatment that makes it squeaky. Which, in a blanket, that doesn't matter at all. But it was not a pleasure to knit with. The sweater is a pleasure to wear. But yeah. I'm still remembering the not so pleasant experience of knitting with this, but the color, wow. I have only 2 days left of my Advents. And then of course, for the 25th, I have a full skein from Dragon Horde Yarn and Yarn Cafe Creations and a full skein from Cami Jo Knits. I did not make a full skein for myself, which I'm kind of regretting now. I didn't even think about it this summer when I made the Advent for myself. But it would have been fun to make a magic knot ball as a main skein for that Advent. I'm gonna try to remember that for next year, because definitely I am going to make an Advent for myself again. It's been fun. I will also say both of the Advents that I've had this year, I would probably want to get them again next year. Maybe not Dragon Horde Yarn and Yarn Cafe Creations, because I have to bring it to Denmark, and with taxes and import taxes and sales taxes, and it doubles in price, which makes for an expensive Advent. But definitely the Cami Jo Knits, I think I'm gonna get that next year as well. I have been enjoying those colors so much. We are more or less done with everything we needed to do today. I can hear Peter fiddling with his guitar, so I think I'm gonna have a little guitar concert. I hope so. And I am gonna, you know what? I'm gonna cast on for a new granny blanket. But please let me know if you think that my Advent blanket should be larger, because right now I feel like binding off and leaving it as it is. But I'm gonna go cast on a new granny stripe blanket, because that was just so much fun and I want to continue the fun. I decided to just go ahead and open Peter's present. Again, drawstring bags, no problem, so that I could show you his hat. And yeah, I am modeling it. It is quite large on me. I would be afraid to lose this if I was wearing it out and about. So I do think that it will be perfect for him. Here's to hoping.
I'm not wasting any dreams this Christmas. I've made my wish upon that star. The only dream of which my list consists is to always be wherever